Thank you very much, Kostas. I don't know what to say for your good words. I will try to be as short as possible because the time has passed. I want to thank, of course, Transforming Europe and the Nikos Poulantzas Institute for this conference, which is, I think, what we right now need in order to put together theory and political practice. And you, Michalis, Kostas, and I guess Marga, with whom I share, especially with Kostas and Michalis, many intellectual and theoretical questions. And as far as I could say from your introduction, Marga, I share many of the thoughts and the questions that you put into focus today. And I guess, as all of you know, this effort to put together left theory and critical theory, Marxism, and political practice is one of the huge questions of materialist philosophy for the last 200 years, I guess. So you have put yourselves into a very difficult task, I guess, Michalis and Kostas, with this conference, which focuses on the SYRIZA government experience and, of course, the new advance of what Michalis and Jean-Luc Nancy name the negativity, this negativity that actually right now is hegemonic in the social field and the political field of today's constellation. And the big question for the left, the big question for the European left, for its political parties and its movements, is how to transgress this negativity, or how to reform this negativity, or how to transform this negativity into something which is creative, which is alive, which will actually negate itself, and will be turned into a new political and social power for change. From my point of view, the question of negativity and the question of the advance of what we could say the politics of fear and the politics of discipline and the politics of actually channeling the social unrest into solutions of closing into ourselves is to try to understand the way that this negativity works and how this negativity actually works in a way that leads to the advance of political movements and social movements that are actually reactionary. What we saw last week in the States, in the Capitol, was exactly this peak of negativity and this new situation in today's political and ideological constellation. So my question, and I think that this would be very important for the conference to try and answer, is this. From the theory of ideology and from Louis Althusser and all the works that followed him, we know that ideology interpellates the atoms as subjects. The question is how this interpellation works and what is the decisive point of the way that we are interpellated. Why are we interpellated as left subjects or as right-wing subjects? What is the decisive point of this interpellation? And this is the main question that that opened with a conversation, with a debate that I have in mind, and which I shared with Michalis a few days back, that opened during the 70s and the 80s about the fascist experience during the 30s and the 40s. What was the reason for the interpellation of the masses into such a way that led to the fascist regimes? I have in mind many answers. I have in mind the answer of Hannah Arendt. I have in mind the answer of Jean-Pierre Fay. But I also have the answer of Nikos Pouladjas, who said and wrote against those theoreticians that it is extremely important to not psychologize the answer, not to say that the masses one day woke up and loved fascism for any reason that anyone could imagine. But he said that we have to take into account always the material conditions, which also Marga Ferré pointed in her intervention. So I think that for left theory, this is right now, in my view, in my opinion, in the way that I see things, the main and the most important question to answer, because it is exactly the point where left theory and political practice actually cross each other and come together. Because it is the way that we answer this question that will lead us to certain political interventions, to certain and to specific political and to a specific political way of acting and trying to enter and organically be connected with the subordinated classes. So I think that the experience of 2010 to 2018 and 19 in Greece gives us rich material for thinking and rethinking this very important question. So with these thoughts and with this and with my point of view, I hope that this conference will help us understand ourselves better, understand our societies better, and understand today's constellation and relation of forces better. And I hope that you will have great sessions and that you will also enjoy the conversation, which is quite important in today's in today's conditions, where enjoyment has taken a quite wrong path. Thank you very much, and I hope everything goes well for you, and for me, and for us.
Thank you very much, Dimitri.